It's a goose. These are our birds. The suction cups. You can stick it outside the window out there. None of the birds can get because the birds in it. None of the birds can start from here. I don't really know why. There's a hole right here. About maybe for extra breath and breeziness, because
What are you doing?
So because I'm gonna go outside now and show you some birds. So because I forgot to tell you that we got some bird feeders and look at this. See the bird? Right there, goose. You probably don't know what kind of bird it is. I mean, if you're a bird expert like me, you probably do. It's actually a house finch. House finch and sparrows, so like the house sparrows and stuff, and tree sparrows. Basically, the only birds that we're getting. Couple of black cat chickadees and regular chickadees as well, because we're getting a lot of these house finches. Oh, I did not mean to scare them. There's some robins too. But no robins going to our bird feeder though. Only like always when we want to refill our bird feeders, we put bird food on after we're done. Like we put it underneath the bird food. So like here it goes. And I'm really happy we do it because the birds that can't fit on, like if they're too big, like, and they can't fit, at least there's bird food underneath the goose that they can eat. Because that's really, I'm really happy that we do that stuff because it makes the birds' days. If like they can't fit in there, like the starlings goose, they sometimes can't fit in there. And crows goose, yeah, and blue jays and all that crap like that. Because, yep, I'm really sad that, like, birds are big and they like to eat seeds. Look where we put bird food underneath goose. Because look, there's a bird right here. House finch. You guys might be able to see. See goose? We get those guys a lot. And goose, yeah. I'm really happy that we do because they're pretty fascinating birds since they're finches. And we all know that finches are really pretty birds because they're not the prettiest birds ever in Pennsylvania. The prettiest bird is like that bird that starts with a Charlotte goose. I don't know. Goose, y'all that? Yep. Because you know what kind of bird that was? That was actually an eastern starling. We get those a lot, Goose, because I'm used to hearing the noises. Goose, yeah. Goose, you hear that? Goose. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to call a bird, Goose. Okay, Goose. Let me see if I can mock it, Goose. Okay, Goose. You know what kind of? I'm like, Goose. I don't know what kind of bird to do. Goose, look at a robin. See that, Goose? We got those too. It's been a while since they've went in our bird feeder. But I actually really wonder what kind of bird that is. Yeah, I always hear that bird a lot because I never have seen a bird up close. It's been a lot of birds that I have seen up close, and this is almost the only one that I haven't. Because there's some other birds that I haven't. Like sparrows, yes, because they're so common. Freaking gosh, Goose. Because yep. Let me see if I can zoom in on some of these birds. There's two birds on the trees. There's a tree sparrow, and then there's an eastern star. You don't have to call it like eastern, but the one right there, the tree sparrow right there, and then there's a starling right there. Goose, yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hopefully you enjoyed those birds. Pretty cool looking goose. Goose. I don't really know goose. Like, I always wondered if these eastern starlings like talk to goose, or like those videos that we've seen about those regular starlings. Because I don't really know. I always wondered that goose. Because I keep hearing that. Yes. Sounds like my dad's whistle when he wants me to come over to him, Goose. Yeah, I like it, Goose. Because one time I actually heard that noise and I said, "What?" Because I saw it was my dad whistling. This. Goose. Goose. Oh, it's a dove. I thought that was a bird. Yeah, really? 'Cause I never heard it do that, though. The other noises, yeah, Goose, like the one whistle, because not that. Yeah, I did it at the same time while I did it. That's pretty cool, because Goose, yeah. Jeez, really. I hear some blue jays making like different noises that I barely hear. Okay, I hear the regular noises a lot because that noise is really common to hear. It's Goose, yeah. Goose. Gosh, Goose. I can't tell what tree it's coming from. It might be coming from that pine tree. That pine tree right over this tree right here. See there goes? Yeah. But I'm really happy that like I forget what I was gonna say. I meant to say I'm really sad that like we don't get to have like one of those rare birds come over. And I don't know why, Goose. Because we have some other rare birds because we can't get like those really other pretty songbirds. Like the goose, some of the finches. Like there's other cool finches out there that are rare, and I've seen in Pennsylvania, Goose. I've seen them, I promise, Goose. And Goose, they're really rare because you know how I know that because I barely see them at our bird feeder. Like I've never seen them at our bird feeder, Goose. I promise. Like or the song sparrow. The song sparrow is a really nice voice box, Goose. And like Goose, oh my god, yeah, I forgot I have a cold, Goose, but I don't know why. Because I don't think I'm actually going to school tomorrow. Because I've been coughing all day and I have stuffy nose. Been having to blow my nose so long, Goose. Like all the time. I always blow my nose when I have stuffy nose. Because it's annoying, Goose. And it goes, have you ever had that time? Like, yeah, because I on the birds weekend. I don't know why I was talking about that. I was starting to have an obsession just there. Goose, because we actually hear that one whistle a lot, and we hear the common tree that we always hear it in is this tree. Look, that tree right there, Goose, the one I'm zooming in. Goose, yeah, that's the one that we hear that bird in all the time. Because this is like the second time we heard the bird in the other tree. I wish I knew what kind of bird that is, though, Goose. And then Goose, well, one time I actually seen a seagull once in our neighborhood. Actually, I haven't seen one. I heard one, Goose, actually. Because those birds are pretty cool. I was making weird, interesting seagull noise. Goose. It might be an eastern mockingbird, Goose. Because the eastern mockingbird makes that kind of eagle noise. I think we have an eastern mockingbird, Goose. I think we do. Goose. Yeah, I was wrong. It's in this tree. Because I don't hear it in the pine tree. I think I just flew over to this one. This is really cool because I've never seen this bird up close. And I want to see what kind of bird this looks like. Because yeah, Goose. There's actually a bird app that's called Merlin, and because if you get it, Goose, there's like the speaker that you can take and you can hear what kind of bird it is, Goose. And because when it captures the noise of the bird, Goose, it tells you what kind of bird it is. And you know why they know so good of it, Goose? Because there's scientists that helped made the app and scientists that tell you. So Goose, yeah, they identify the birds, Goose. Because yeah, and it would also take a picture of a bird and it will tell you what kind of bird it is, Goose. So yeah, it's pretty cool, right, Goose? Goose. Yeah, it sounds like a bird that would be like big. I don't know, even though I've never seen this bird, it just looks like a bird that would have to be big looking, Goose. Like, you know what, Goose? You ever had that feeling? If you like birds and you heard a bird before, have you ever had that feeling like when you could tell if it's small or big, Goose? Like, yeah, I had that feeling a lot, Goose. Like, Goose, right away when I just started to hear this bird noise, I just knew right away that it had to be big. Like, I don't know if I'm right or not. I don't know. Like, maybe Gauss is making this point inside of my head so I can just know and be smart like those scientists in the app called Merlin, Goose. Because, yeah. Yeah, it's like I flew into a different tree. Yeah, it did, Goose. What was that other bird? I heard that bird before because I really wonder what kind of bird that is. And I really wonder, Goose. You know what, Goose? Oh, I just farted. Oh my gosh. Goose, yep. That's about Goose. That was a pretty cool adventure, huh?